All right, so today I'm excited to be installing the JDI um, relay upgrade as well as their kill switch. So this is going to be huge for me. I'm always so nervous about driving the car and leaving it if I'm running errands, and I don't leave it for long. But when I do, wherever I'm going, I'm always in a hurry to just get back to it. My biggest fear is that it's going to get stolen. And that'd be no good. So this is a perfect way to integrate a kill switch along with upgrading the relay. Now I've never had a problem with the current relay in there, but this allows you to use a more readily available sourced relay. So off the shelf, any auto parts store, you can get them, and then from there the splice comes out and you would wire in the kill switch. So this is going to be huge for me. I'm really excited. I've always wanted to put a kill switch in, but I didn't want to have to hack into the harness in any way. So it's always been kind of the stopping point for me there. So it's a cool little kit. It looks like it's good quality. All of the other products that people have been using, the Ghost Box and the keyless or the push button start, seems to be well received in a quality piece. So I'm gonna get under the dash there and see what we need to remove, but it should be a straightforward plug and play. So let me get in there and do that. So there's that main relay tucked in right back here. It's held on with a 10 mil bolt. I think I'll have better access if I end up just dropping the glove box. If I remember right, it's only just 2 screws from underneath there, and then I'll have access to this a little bit better. I don't know if this piece comes off. It looks like it does with the removing of a screw there, but I'm just going to drop the glove box, and that way I have just a better angle at it. So let me do that. Okay, so with the dash removed, you can now see that there's that main relay right there. So we'll unbolt it, and then we'll unhook it from the harness, and then all we really have to do is plug in the other one, mount it, and then pin in those 2 wires for the switch. So let's do that. So before I go any further, I'm going to actually disconnect the battery, just so there's no chance of anything shorting out. I figure may as well be safe than blowing something up. So let me get this off of here. I love these Run Hard harnesses. I think they're just so cool. They look so good, and man, what a good quality product. Go check him out. So here it is. I've detached it from its mounting position, and all I need to do is pull that harness clip out and then plug in the new one, the JDI one. I assume this is the original factory relay. I've never had to replace it, so let's do that and we'll get the other one in. You know, the one thing I love about this car is that no one has touched it except for me. Everything is where it's supposed to be. It hasn't been cut up. The harnesses haven't been cut up. It's not missing random stuff. And so it's really nice to see that it's always there whenever I'm digging for something or going to add a part, that this is an untouched chassis. So there's the factory relay. So now we'll plug in the JDI unit right here and then get it mounted up. And it should, I assume, mount in that same factory location. So they give you this little information card here, and they say that even though the harness is well insulated, do be sure to make sure when you connect these in that there's no metal showing, and to use electrical tape to make sure the connection is secure. I guess ideally you could solder it in and go that route, but this looks really nice, and so I don't think I need to do that. They fit very snugly in there as well, and I think with some electrical tape and mounted properly, I think we should be okay without soldering. So let's get it connected. So there's a switch, and it comes in a nice piece or a grommet that, you know, you could probably drill out a spot in your dashboard and mount it, and it'll look probably pretty clean. But I think the idea of a kill switch is to have it hidden, so it's not obvious of where it's at. So I don't know if I'll drill anywhere into any plastic, but I'm definitely going to hide it out of sight and probably in a spot that's not the first place someone would look. And I don't think I'm going to show you guys where I do mount it because that would kind of defeat the purpose. But this feels like a nice switch. So let me wire this in. It comes with the 2 wires and pretty straightforward. So these 2 ends will just connect into there, and it should work. So I'll do that and reroute it, and then we'll check to make sure the switch is working. Okay, so I was able to mount it in the stock location. The only thing I needed to do was kind of move and massage the factory harness that it plugs into, just so it wasn't binding or bent up and putting stress or unneeded stress on the harness. So just had to move that a little bit, no problem. And now I'm gonna plug the battery back in to make sure the switch works before I button all of this back up. So let's see. All right, so here's the switch. Like I said, I haven't mounted it, but before we do put it anywhere and button this up, I wanna make sure it works. So I assume this will allow it not to start. Let's see. So I think that's on. Yep, so that works. So now we'll turn the car off and click the switch and see what happens. So here we go, let's click that and let's see what happens. That's interesting, let's see. Aha, perfect. Okay, let's turn it back off. Click the switch. Yep, I can hear that relay there. Perfect. All right, so it works. Now we just need to mount this guy in a inconspicuous location. So let's do that. All right, so it's all installed and it's all buttoned up. And again, I'm not gonna show you guys where I put it, but it works, which is great. And that is the idea of this. So again, just another layer of protection, and hopefully I can rest easy and not be so stressed when I do drive it and leave it in a parking lot for a shorter period of time. I think what I'll do is I'll just keep this in the glove box just in case something happens to go with the switch or either the relay. This is just can plug right back in and it'll work. So I guess now we need to find out where we put this guy. So maybe there, we'll see. Also, the next thing I'm probably going to do is install these stainless lines. I've been sitting on these for over a year and just haven't done it yet. So that'll help with some brake feel and another add-on to the car. I do have the EBC yellow stuff on here, and they just dust like crazy. So I think when I do the brake lines, I'll switch them out to the reds because I hear those dust much less, and these wheels just get so dusty so quickly and don't need it. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap that video up. Check these guys out. This is an awesome product and everything else that they have too. So keep an eye out for the next one. Thanks guys.